Hi, my name is Sabina and I help people get rid of unwanted emotions, behaviors and thoughts forever. And today I'm talking about when we want something and we just can't have it even though we want it a lot. So this is what a lot of people can call split energy. It's basically when you really want something but you don't get it. And maybe you try different things, maybe you tried it for your entire life or a couple of years, and you still do not manage to actually get it. And sometimes maybe you get close, but then something happens. Or maybe you actually get it for a short moment, but then it disappears again. What could that be like? It could be a relationship. You really want to be with somebody and you know like what person it is, what type, what interests, and suddenly that person appears and you're like, yes. And then you maybe start to date them, they're interested, but somehow they suddenly lose interest and they disappear. Maybe it could be that you really want to manifest like a lot of money or a house, and then you finally find the house and then something is up or somebody else gets it. Or maybe you actually get the money but then something happens and you lose them, or you try and every time you're close you kind of fall back. Or then you actually get the money but then something happens that where you're in a situation where you have to pay for something you forgot and then they're gone again. No matter how it looks like, it's basically the experience that you really want something and you never really get there. And if you do, it lasts for a short bit of time and then it's just a painful experience to want that thing a lot. And the way to know like in what area you have split energy is basically just to say, what do I really want that I still do not have? Or what have I been wanting for years or as long as I can remember that I'm still not experiencing? It could also be a certain weight, like a certain body. And the way to figure out what's causing the split energy is to basically ask yourself in any of the situation. It's actually pretty simple. You can ask yourself, what is the worst thing that could happen if insert thing you want? For example, what's the worst thing that could happen if I have success? Maybe what comes up is then nobody will like me, or I will be lonely, or I have to work all the time, or I will never have time to have fun. Maybe it's like, what will happen if I get rich? What's the worst thing? Well, maybe I'll become a narcissistic, selfish person. Some people believe that. And what will happen if I actually get the person in my life that I want and dream of? Classic example could be the worst thing that could happen is then I give them everything and then I lose them, and then there is a lot of pain. Another example could be that I want to have this certain healthy body, I want to lose weight. What is the worst thing that could happen if you lost weight? Well, then I would maybe get attention, and attention is unsafe and bad. So maybe you're like, well, I don't have none of those. But if you actually sit down and you find, you can stand up doing it also, but if you actually look at this question, you just ask yourself and just notice what immediately comes up, I think you will probably be surprised. And the thing that comes up, the reasons for why, like it's unsafe, people won't like me, I'll be lonely, all the jazz that comes up, those are beliefs. And what I do is to both uncover them and also remove them. And what you can do for yourself to actually check if you have split energy about something is that you can become clear on what is actually blocking you, what you believe that is standing in your way. And then there is like different variations and ways that you can dissolve those beliefs. And the way I do it is just to sit down with people one-on-one and define their issue and dig into what's there, and then in a process just eliminating the belief right away so it doesn't return and it doesn't affect you anymore. But there are several different ways you can also do it. If you're interested in doing it with me, you can fill out a form that I will link to in the description. But other than that, I really invite you to look at this thing, because actually, even though it sounds uncomfortable, it's actually quite nice and a bit funny sometimes to realize what you actually believe, because it can seem silly because it's based on usually childhood experiences where we didn't know the same things that we know today. So please check out this thing. What do you want that you certainly don't have yet and that you struggle getting? Ask yourself the question, what is the worst thing that could happen if I got there? If I was this person, if I had this? And see what comes up. Because you absolutely have the power to realize what exactly is controlling you that you don't want to have control you anymore. We just have to know why, and this is an easy tool to use with anything, anytime. I hope this gave you some insights and some help, and thank you for watching. I hope you will have an amazing day, and I will see you very soon. Love you.